welcome back to my channel. So I just want to get on here really quick and talk to you guys about what I've had going on the last couple of weeks. I know it's been 3 weeks since I last uploaded a video, and normally I try to at least do one video per week, but it's just been a little crazy, so I have not been able to get to that, so I'm sorry about that. But I wanted to get on here and just talk to you guys about what I've had going on. So as I mentioned in my last video, I just reopened my Etsy shop in January of this year. So I had officially opened it towards the end of 2020, but I didn't really mess with it and start actually uploading my products and adding my keywords and all that and trying to get into more of the logistics of having an Etsy shop until January when I wanted to start fresh with the new year, just to see the difference between the two and see which one would do better. So within this last month, my shop has taken off and I was really not expecting it. So it's just one sign that has been selling like crazy, and I will show you guys which one that is. It is one of my wedding signs. It is the cord of 3 strands sign. This is one that I have already built and put the rope and all on. I just have to add the text to this. So this is the sign that's been selling. So I have had 32 orders this month alone, which is crazy to me because I'm not used to that at all. Just bottom line, I'm not used to that. So I'm really excited about it. I've been averaging about 2 to 3 orders a day, which is great because sometimes I would, before having Etsy, I would go sometimes a couple days, sometimes a couple weeks before I'd even get another order. So to get 2 or 3 orders a day is huge. So that is just amazing. I'm super happy about it and super excited because I finally feel like I'm getting somewhere. So I'll talk to you guys more about the details of this, of how the growth has been the last 3 months now since I've opened my Etsy shop. So I joined some Etsy groups on Facebook, but there's one group in particular that I joined on Facebook that I really feel has helped so much. You know, people go on there and post their questions, and you know, there's a lot of helpful people on there that have good information for you, and they also have guides and things posted within the group that you can read to learn about just all the logistics of Etsy. It just teaches you a whole lot of good information, and I do not mind sharing that with you guys. If you would like to know, just comment down below and I will surely give you the title to that group or the link if I can to that group, so you can join as well if you would like to try to grow your Etsy shop as well. So someone mentioned in the group that I'm in on Facebook to screenshot each month of your shop, like every month, just so you can track the growth of your shop. So I've started doing that, and I will share with you guys the actual stats from that, just to give you an idea of how things have just continuously went up. So January through January 31st, that was when I actually reopened my shop. I reopened it around the 16th. You'll see down here on my little chart, it has the little bump. It starts to go up towards the 16th. So just that month, I had 0 orders and 21 visits. So between those 15 or so days left of the month that I started working on it, I didn't get any orders, and I hardly had any visits. So for February 1st through February 28th, it started to pick up just a tiny bit. I had 2 orders and 305 visits. So just a little bit of growth there. It wasn't a whole lot, but hey, it was 2 orders for the month, so I was happy. Okay, so for this last month, this is March 1st through March 24th, and today is March 24th, so we're not even all the way through March yet, but it has been a very good month. So I've gotten 32 orders this month alone and 1,200 visits. So it has tremendously went up this month. It's just taken off completely. And I really feel like it's because I spent more time on the actual titles and keywords of my postings, because I sold 23 of those wedding signs, but I sold other signs as well that people found and liked. So I feel like Etsy is the better option for my business, just based off of these last 3 months of how the growth has been. I really wish I would have started an Etsy shop a lot sooner, just because it is so hard to get traffic to your website without paying for ads. So with Etsy, you have the option to pay for ads if you'd like to, but it's not really necessary as long as you have your keywords right, good product images, and good titles to get people to be able to find your product that you're trying to sell. But this month alone, I have not had to dip into ads at all, which is even more helpful for me because that's less money I have to spend on advertising and takes away from your profit. So if you can try to do it without advertising, that helps you. But if you know, they have, like, as far as advertising goes on Etsy, they have a daily budget. It's not a start and end date like other platforms that I've used before. You just set your daily budget at $3, $4, whatever you're willing to spend for your daily amount, and they charge per click instead of just people like looking at it, you know, on the search or whatever. As long as they click on it, then they'll charge you for that click. But it's not a start and end date, so you just have to remember to go back and turn those ads off if you do go the ad route and you want to try that. I still have my Shopify store just because all of my links and everything that I've shared over the last 2 years is connected to that website, so I don't want all those links to die. So just to, and also because I'm still getting orders from my Shopify store, so I don't want to completely close that down. So I'm going to continue to have Shopify for as long as I feel it's necessary. But Etsy has really shown how much better it can be as far as getting traffic. The major difference that I find between the two is that with Shopify, you have to direct your own traffic. Usually you have to pay for ads, you know, just share your link like crazy and try to get your business out there. You really have to promote your business if you have a Shopify store, because people aren't just going to find you with your Shopify store. Whereas Etsy, it has been great because people can just find you. I mean, Etsy has really blown up. I feel like it's really popular right now here in 2021. So it's just a lot more reliable as far as income and having people find you without you having to pay for ads at all. So I really hope this continues and I steadily get orders every day and we can continue this upward trend, because that is what my goal is, to just have constant orders coming in so I can have that reliable income. And I know that this all has been worth it, because this has been a 2-year process that I've had going on with my online business. And while I do kind of feel like I wasted the first 2 years not trying out Etsy, I wish I would have started sooner. You know, you learn as you go with this kind of thing. So if this helps you in any way, I really hope so as far as opening your Etsy shop. If you have a handmade shop, I would definitely suggest opening a Etsy shop and just looking at all of the articles that you can on learning about the titles and how to word things. And I would say join Etsy groups on Facebook, because that has been a huge plus. With those groups, people post what they go through as far as customer service, like people that you know, have had something happen during shipment or whatever and how they handled it. It was the best way to handle it, and it just helps you learn like ways to make things better for your shop so you don't make the same mistake. So it's very helpful, I would say, to join those groups if you're starting out on your Etsy shop. Even if you've had an Etsy shop for a while now, it would be helpful just so you can learn a few new things and just make your shop that much better. So as far as the volume of orders right now, it has been very overwhelming, which is why I have not been able to get to YouTube videos or anything extra other than the orders that I have coming in, because it's just a lot to try to balance between working and doing this on the side. But thankfully, my husband is actually home with me now all the time, so he's able to help me with this and actually cut all my wood, and he can help me stain stuff and just get stuff prepped. So that cuts out a lot of time that I have to spend, and help me make a trip to the hardware store to get all of our wood and things. So that just helps me and helps this whole thing be even more of a success, and hopefully get these out in a very timely manner for everyone, because these are for their wedding, so I want to get them to them as quickly as possible, and so they're not stressing about that, because I already know how stressful it is trying to plan your wedding out. And just make something really beautiful for them that they can have at their wedding, and then they can also keep for years to come. It means a lot to me with my tiny little shop to make these signs for these people, and that they actually want them and that they're happy with them and they love them, and getting the reviews and the messages, it's just, it really means the most to me. And I try to express that with all of my orders, and anytime anyone reaches out to me, and when I ship them off, I try to include my little handwritten note and just try to make it as special as possible, because I want them to know that every order that I get is very special to me, and it really means a lot, and it's huge. Like, they're helping me grow my little business and make this dream of mine come true. And while it is not always easy, and it can be really stressful worrying about getting them out in time and having the right, you know, having everything that you need for them, worrying about shipping, because once it's sent out, then you have to worry about whether it's going to make it to them okay and all that. It's just, it can be really stressful, but you just have to push through that part. And even if something does happen, you can't let that really get you down. But all in all, it is worth it to me, because it is, I love doing this and I love making things for people, and I love creating. So it brings me a lot of joy and it makes me really happy to do this. I'm really passionate about it. So I plan to just keep pushing through and giving it my all. And here, once I get all these orders caught up, I'll get back to uploading videos for you guys as I create more new things and show you guys the journey and the process of making all of these things and my growth. And I'll talk to you guys again in a few months about the progress and see how my Etsy shop is doing then. Hopefully it'll be even better and I'll have more good things to report to you guys. So if you want to check out my Etsy shop, I will include the link to that in the description below where you can find all of my handmade items, and I'll also include the link to my website. And you can also find me on Facebook and Instagram if you want to follow and just see as I'm making things and post my updates, and where you can also just reach out to me if you want to ask me anything or if you have any questions about any custom orders. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.